Hello everybody, I'm Andy Phillips and this is Iron Concepts number 69. So what is your hobby? Or is this your hobby? Or are you the type of person that can just never get away, that you don't really have hobbies, you just have other jobs that you take on? For me, I've always found it hard to not be working on something, always learning or researching something new. My phone is always packed full with folders full of videos and articles about topics that I want to learn about next. I've been thinking about this because over the next 3 days, I have a gift-making workshop. It's not really much of a class, although it can be a bit at times. But really, I don't have a lot to do there. I just have to make sure the doors are open, kick back in a chair and prop my feet up, and occasionally give some advice on how to forge something. And after that all day, where I don't have a whole lot of responsibility, then I go back to the hotel room in the evenings, and I've got 3 days until my family shows up, and shortly thereafter, it's followed by Turkey Day, which of course is followed naturally by Nap Day. When I'm faced with a time like this, logically, the first thing that I think to do is to figure out what I'm going to learn over those 3 to 5 days with very little to no responsibility. But the other night, as I was loading up all of these ebooks, gigs and gigs of data on Postgres and getting ready to learn, brush up on my understanding of relational databases, it hit me that maybe this isn't the right thing to do. Because you see, if you're the type of person like I am, there's no limit to the amount of things out there that you can turn into work. No hobby is safe, because you can take absolutely any good, relaxing hobby and using the pursuit of knowledge, turn it into work. And while I think of blacksmithing as a root trade, really, above all else, I think the ability to learn is the true root of everything. So if this is true for you, and in some ways I kind of hope that it is, there really isn't anything as a hobby. There's no such thing as downtime, because unless you learn to control that, everything can be turned into work. And that's great and all. I mean, the amount of work that you put in is really what gets you ahead. The amount that you can learn only increases your knowledge. But in the end, without the ability to rest your body and also your mind, you end up just one blown bearing and a fidget spinner away from true madness. And from my perspective, there's actually a lot to be said for people who can just naturally zone out sometimes. Because I can't. And, I mean, it could be said that it's a flaw. It's something I definitely have to correct for. But in a lot of ways, I think of it as more of just a malfunction that I have to work my way around. So I really do envy those that can do Netflix and chill without a spreadsheet to keep up with what they're watching. I envy those who can play video games and not min-max everything. Especially those who can just read a book, but also not have to take along another notebook to keep up with all the notes of who the characters are so that you catch all the inside jokes. Nothing really is safe. And you have to search long and hard to find that thing, but not only do you have to find it, you have to protect it from turning it into a second career or a night job, basically. Of course, I guess it would be worse, maybe, to have the opposite affliction, to have your brain always turned off instead of always turned on. But it still doesn't change the fact you have to find that thing. You have to be able to have downtime and relaxation time without turning it into work. But really, that's what I'll be working on, or not working on, over the next week, is just trying to find a little bit of silence and nothing without turning it into work. And if that's the way you are too, I hope you get a little bit of downtime over the holidays. But that's it for me this week. If you have any thoughts, leave a comment or shoot me an email. So next week I'll be back with another drawing and another concept. And until then, thank you for watching and bye.